Good morning, everyone. I hope, or good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well today. Um, I am in between chores right now. I've already moved some roosters around. I got them moved to the back two stalls. I swapped them out. And so I'm going to start cleaning each stall and then move chickens to the clean stall and so on and so forth. So anyway, that's what I'm getting ready to go do. I did not let the little goats out today. Um, it's still just not, it's too windy. And I believe that having pneumonia in this wind just would not be a good idea. Even though I want her to be in the sun, the wind is just cold. I don't want my baby to be cold. I hate the fact that I have to keep him up, but I don't want to be cold. Okay, so let's talk about a few things here. Today, a decision was made that Donald Trump will not be immune to crimes that he committed during and after his presidential run. What does that mean? That means that he can be tried for January 6th insurrection towards the Capitol building. The information, the evidence of this is so gathered. There's the phone call to the Georgia governor. That phone call alone is pretty damning. Okay. Then you have all of his buddies that helped try these fake electors. That's all there. Um, there's just so much information that Trump led an insurrection, that he was the leader of an insurrection. I am so glad that this came down because he needs to be tried for it. In my opinion, that's treason to the Constitution of the United States of America. That's my opinion. In my opinion, Trump is treasonous to the Constitution of the United States of America. He does not care about you. And that's something else I want to talk about too here in just a minute. But let's go back to what other charges we might be seeing Donald Trump face. Chances are, Stormy Daniel, you're going to hear something else about some criminal charges coming out towards Donald Trump for the payoff of Stormy Daniels. I don't know how far that will go, but I know that's been something thrown up in the air. Not only the January 6th insurrection, but the um, documentations, the documents, the classified documents, and this new evidence that came out of a room behind a TV, behind a dresser, behind the wall. And it was brought up that it could possibly be where the wiring and everything is. But then there's also this thing about door locks being changed. So there's a lot of stuff, and I can't wait to see all of the um, evidence because there's a lot. There apparently there is more evidence that we don't even know about. And that's good because we don't want to be able to fight the evidence. We don't want a criminal to fight evidence, all of it. We can't allow them to know what all of the evidence are. And even if they are known, even if their lawyers know, they're not going to tell you all of the charges, the evidence, everything that's going on. And I am just absolutely thrilled. He has 91 indictments, and I think it's going to stick. I'm just saying. I can only hope. Now, let's talk about the border situation in Congress. Right now, Congress are a bunch of clowns. They're in a three-ring circus. They have asked for a bill like this for a couple of years. They finally have a bill exactly the way they wanted it, but now they're going to step away from it. And Mike Johnson has even said, while talking to Laura Ingraham, who also talked to Trump on the telephone about this bill. Okay? Laura Ingraham is a liar. Laura Ingraham has texts out there where she did not believe the election was stolen. It was between her and two more of her cohorts, which actually was Tucker Carlson, and I can't remember who the third one was offhand. But these three were texting back and forth of this is a big lie, blah blah blah. But then they would get on air and they would tell you that this was a stolen election. Fox paid a lot of money out. I mean, did you know that Fox got in trouble for lying, right? Okay. So not only do we have all of this going on, but the border thing. Jim Johnson has talked to Trump. Trump doesn't want this to happen. And we all know it's because he wants to use it as something that he can save the country on. He is nobody right now. And Congress needs to get off their butt and quit acting like clowns and pass a bill that they asked for. It is bipartisan. It's going to be the best bill that they're going to be able to get. But they're passing on it. If the border was such a situation, even though Abbott has done his posturing with his other governors, which is ridiculous, I just find it ridiculous. Pass the bill, get more people down there, do the border the way it should be done. Don't posture, because that makes it look like you don't care about it, which apparently you don't. Because if you're worried about Trump taking it as part of his campaign, then you're really not worried about the situation. So all of this hype that they're telling these people that caused this convoy, which when I saw when they were stopped and there was Ted Nugent and Sarah Palin, whose voice is like nails on a chalkboard to me, it looked like a flea market, a revival, a flea market, people getting baptized. I've never seen such a crazy event. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. There was nothing there, was there? These people thought they were going to come down and there were going to be people standing at the fence trying to get in. That's what they thought. They were disillusioned. This is all because of him. I don't want my life to have to revolve around Donald Trump. You shouldn't either. You shouldn't want that. You should want life to be wonderful. You should want life to be less stressful. Just because his life is stressed and he's trying to get you all amped up, that's not how life is supposed to be. We don't have it that bad. People think that we have it so bad and that our rights are being taken away. Well, yes. Guess what? Women's rights are being taken away. Alternative lifestyle people are having their lives, things taken away. Rights. I haven't heard of the Second Amendment being taken away. But obviously, the First Amendment is, because it's supposed to be a separation of church and state, which means we have a freedom of religion. Women's rights, we're going to go backwards, and people are suffering because of this. Women are suffering because of this. Their children are suffering because of this. If a mother is pregnant with a very bad pregnancy, she has two little toddlers, and she's not allowed to get the health care needed to take care of her so that she can bounce back and take care of those two toddlers, how in the world can you say that you care about life? That makes no sense to me. You would much rather the mother die, these babies be without their mommy, and then, of course, the baby that she was pregnant with was dead already. Crazy. But anyway, Donald is not immune. So let's see how this shakes out. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I got to go shovel chicken poop. Bye, y'all.